Hi everyone, I'm Joanna Pilatowicz and I will tell you today about one of the most important day in your life. I'm talking, of course, about birthday. So there are other, of course, days like a New Year, and depending on the culture you are born, you can also celebrate. You make your New Year's wishes, goals, schedules, planning. However, there is something very, very peculiar what's happening to especially those of you who are feeling the subtle energies or empaths, and not for a long time you also reported me about it, so I developed my own method here. First of all, what you are doing, you are observing yourself of several hours before the time you were born in that particular day, and several hours after you were born. So let's say you born at noon, so a few hours before that time and few hours after that time, you watch what is going on in your life, everything. How are you feeling? What is your state of mind? What's happening around you? So of course, most of us are celebrating. Some of the people inviting friends, have big parties or small parties. These are your preferences. At the moment, at about that hour of being born, I would suggest those people who still don't know what they are working on, but they would like to change, make some changes in their life, I suggest you stay alone. Why? Because in that particular moment, when you are within a bigger group of people, you're perceiving their energy. If your energy is not settled, not strong enough, basically for those who don't even know how they feel, you pick up other people's energies, not yours. So you have not even chance to find out who you are and what you want. And this is very specific moment when you can find out what's going on with you, why you're here on earth, where you're going, what you came here to realize. Also, this is in the pain you maybe went through, something you drawn from, and something you can bring transformation for you and those around you, if you are, of course, if this is part of your mission on earth. Mission is not like, fanatically mission of doing something, but every one of us has some purpose, some personal missions. Many of them, they are changing periodically. So that depends. So what you are really doing, you are watching your emotions, your thoughts that day. Is there someone around you that telling you something? Those of you who are feeling really, really bad at that time, and I knew many people who actually went through not so great time, and they were maybe partying too much, or so those who rather think that, okay, this day may not even exist in the whole year, it's good that they surround themselves, they not stay alone that first time, or they have an assistance from someone who is always acting well on them, has a currently good vibes, and they can lead them through. They need an assistance, definitely. So these people shouldn't stay alone this particular day. Some of you who are more in the reflective mode, it's more likely that you are willing to do it alone because you have a better concentration and focus, and you working on the subtle planes already. So if you do, one method is for those who are doing it already sort of professionally, have a lot of practice, they did a lot of work through years with yourself. And just to encourage you, in my personal experiences, I went through a lot of years when I was working on myself, when I was doing weird things, someone would say. For example, I was taking lessons with riding a horse, and I was scared of riding a horse on that particular day because I was very convinced that this is what's going to help me deal with a certain, like a primary fear in your life. If you do experience strong negative emotions, it's going to take you a while, and then you are going to discover certain layers of something else. It's like the onion that you peel part by part to discover a better emotions. There was, when I was starting with, so I'm telling you this that to show you that this is possible. Thankfully, I do not have that anymore, but it was very weird. Long time ago, I was experiencing a coldness, like I was very cold that particular day, and I took a session of rebirthing, which I recommend if you do find a good specialist, because you go back directly through a certain method of breathing to that day when you were born. So yes, you may feel a little bit like a baby, like your body is twisted, you cannot function. Really seriously, you can go back in time through that method. And I was very cold. So yes, it was a winter, but I was in a very warm place, 25 degrees, and 2 covers on me and fire. So it was really warm in the room. However, this coldness I was experiencing from inside, and it was connected also with that fear and something that was happening on the astral plane around me, not even connected to my ancestors' tree, not even connected to my parents. So these things are very crucial to go back and change that particular moment. If you're skilled, there is a method that I heard parts of it for different people among the years. They also view it the same way as me. So left side is your past, the right side is your future, and looking forward is your current time. But if you work with energy, some of you are Reiki workers, biotherapists, and all of you learn this, probably the basic exercise, when you, between your hands, you are about to feel the energy between, and you're creating a ball of light. When you extend this ball of light, you can have, to the left side, you can have past, future, to the right side, and you hold it all. So you're working in 3 timelines. You can also connect it beyond dimensions, beyond different timelines, but you hold it all together, and you do not, at this point, you do not have to go into any particular emotion strongly. You feel like all of that is mixing. You will feel a certain flow of energy, and you can work directly with the light. So you're just bringing light from the left to right, and it feels like a sort of energetical soup that sometimes it's, boiling, cooking, whatever is happening there. But if you are able to do that, if your concentration is good, you will be able to do some changes very quickly. For those of you who are skilled, you can practice that. That particular day is very crucial, because you can make the most changes and move the wheel of your future that current time enormously. So the change will be huge. However, if you do not have practice, if you never tried, the most simple method is to write on the paper, and I suggest this way. So on the one side, write how you feel, what is in your mind. Maybe you are irritated, angry, sad, whatever is wrong, whatever is good too. That what is good, you don't need to change, you just keep it. Here, what do you need to, how it should be transitioned. And on the right side, what do you want? So if you are angry, you're not going to be happy straight away. So you need to build a bridge. That's where you're working with your mind. Whatever you write, it's released, seen, therefore acknowledged. And it is a good moment, good time to release it just by writing it down. If you put a positive statement near that, and your subconsciousness will believe it, you are transforming, changing your future now in the present time. If you cannot believe it, then of course you need helpful sentences that will help you to create that link between where you are, where you want to be. I think we were sort of talking about it before in different videos, so I invite you to the playlist Self-Realization, of course. But today specifically about that, birthday moment. Also, that particular time when you are born, when you take your time to be with yourself, it's good to surround yourself, whether with people who you trust, they are bringing you luck and you feel good in their company. So be safe, and also with items that make you feel safe, whether the candle, a nice bath, or whatever feels safe. A lot of weird things may happen during the day birth, and a lot of moms were reporting to me that, for example, when one was about to give a birth, like a few days before it was happening, it was coming, she felt scared and she felt like other ghosts or something is trying to pierce through. So the moment of giving a birth, it's like opening portals to the world near us. The portal is more open and they are created. Additional portal is created for the mom. So to bring the soul to this material world, it's a very important moment. And this is not a coincidence that some people actually bring something red, wrap it, the line, the red bracelet, and close to the child. But also the very powerful protection is also the stone that looks like a crystal. Is Herkimer. Herkimer. I have no idea how to pronounce it right in English, but this is how it's pronounced in Germany. Herkimer. So I hope you will be able to find it. And it looks exactly like a crystal. It's just a little bit more expensive. And you can also get a bracelet, just a little stone. And some people believed if you put it near the baby, that is also protective. So if you are scared that particular day, you have maybe nobody that you would like to be with that particular day, and you feel extremely vulnerable. For a lot of people, the day of birth is a very vulnerable day because they are going a little bit back in time when they were infant and they were experiencing emotions, but they were not able to quite express it yet or communicate with the world about it, right? So that stone, the presence of the stones, candles, essential oils can be enormous assistance of the kingdom of plants, of minerals to be with us. Also, if you do have animals at home and you feel safe with them, they are probably also helping you already energetically at that point. So these are two methods how you can work with that particular day. And I think this is it for today. Please let me know what you think about it. And I hope that if you find this material informative enough for you, and maybe for those who need to hear it, please pass that message to other people, share this video, like it, and please write me a comment so I also know what people think on the English side, because definitely those videos also on the English side are watched not only just by my friends, but also maybe someone also gravitates step by step to my channel on the English side. So I would really, really appreciate if you let me know what you think about it. Maybe you have a question, so I can also answer that and create another video. And thank you for that inspiration. Have a great day, wherever you are.